hey, this load shedding is just going to drive us, I suppose, up the wall if it hasn't already. So yeah, I can imagine and I understand. Okay, today we're talking about cybersecurity frameworks and policies that my listeners who are business people and suppose also those who are in this space might want to know. So thank you so much, ma'am, once again for joining us. What are cybersecurity frameworks?
These are best practices, and
okay,
I would urge every business person now to listen to this, because this information that I give it's kind of like free consultation. Although I'm not gonna speak about how to implement and stuff like that, but it's gonna help to give the light on what can businesses do, especially small to medium, without breaking their bank. So I urge every business person to actually tune in right now to listen to this conversation. I'll do my best to share everything that I know. So best practices, because we have established that when we prepare ourselves on time before the incident, we're able to do our best to respond. Okay. So we've got different kinds, so many frameworks, but today I'm going to speak about some of them that I recommend to businesses.
Okay, so cybersecurity frameworks, like you said, these are best practices that businesses can implement way ahead of time, right? So in a more proactive way rather than in a reactive way, I suppose, right? And I think that's always the best way. That's always the best policy, the best way to work around such things, especially when they have to do with our businesses, the ones that we run, especially small businesses as well. And it'll be great for people, I suppose, who are listening and see this as very valuable, as they should, to actually reach out to your company as well in terms of implementation, right? That is Red Shark Security. So I fully agree with you. Okay, so the foundation is that when you're talking about cybersecurity frameworks, we're talking about best practices that you can implement proactively in your company so that you protect yourself against cyber attacks as well. Okay, now what are the benefits? Why must we implement a cybersecurity framework?
The benefit is that you are able to know your business security requirements on time. Okay. So, for an example, if you're a finance company, you know what kind of compliance you need to fall under or to follow. If you are another kind of business, you can follow another framework. Because if you are not prepared for an incident, it becomes very difficult for you to detect or identify if there's someone who's trying to maybe plant phishing in your organization. Remember last week I did mention to you that the hackers or the cyber criminals, they don't do crime same day. They actually plan. So while they are planning on their side, we should be actually be planning on our side by looking at best practices that we can follow in terms of frameworks. These frameworks, most of them, like the frameworks for NIST, was first established in 1901. So it was to fight the World War in the U.S. You know? So you can imagine how clever that was, because now, as I said last year, that the war might not be physical. The war might be online. So they implemented this, and the good thing about the NIST is that I love it because it's free. It's out there. But the problem now comes, you would not know which one to pick, because there's a lot of information. They actually have standard for everything, almost everything. That some of the things I do not know. I only know my own area. So it is actually good for you to prepare, actually good for you to know what kind of employees you must employ. For example, we've got the NIST special publication. So today I'm going to touch more on special publications that I want businesses I'm recommending to businesses. So special publication 800-101 and 181, it talks about workforce. So the people that you can hire, from the chief security officer down to the lower level, so that you are able to know what kind of soldiers you need for your business. So those are soldiers because they are actually security guards at your work for your system. You see. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, just to take you a bit of a step back there.